Doo-doo-dee. It's Nandi!
Hello friends, it's Nandi and I'm back again for another Dirty Dozen video. For those of you who are newer viewers to the channel, this is a monthly series that I do with the help of some members in the Pants of Horus Alliance, where we create a list of the top 12 characters in the game. You'll see on this infographic the 5 metrics that we're looking at in order to score each of these characters, and I'll break down that scoring matrix shortly. I'm also very pleased to say that for this month's video, we've got the very kind support of Snowprint and Ratatosk in order for us to give you guys a giveaway of some character shards. As you can see on the infographic, the top character this month is Eldryon, so today's video is going to also feature an Eldryon giveaway. If you're not interested in listening to the dissection of the characters and why different people have scored as highly or as poorly as they have, I'll include a timestamp in the video description below for you to skip ahead so that you know how to participate in the lucky draw. So with that said, I thought we could start by looking at the scoring matrix. What we've done in order to get the scores that you see on this sheet is we're looking at how each character performs in each different area. So the first 4 bubbles, if you will, look at the character's performance in Arena, as well as each of the 3 guild raids. For these 4 bubbles, what we're doing is we're getting an average score from the work group contributors, and I'm the final arbiter in terms of teasing that score up or down. And the final bubble is an overall score that dictates how well a character performs in the legendary release events. There are 2 legendary release events currently live in the game, and that is for Maugan Ra and Jane'Zar. So this score is essentially a reflection of how well the character performs in the legendary release events. And I think that's an important metric to include because these legendary release events are the best way of accessing the legendary premium characters that are currently being offered in the game. Let's start by having a look at each of these characters in the infographic in turn. First place on this list probably comes as no great surprise, and that is Eldryon. Eldryon's passive dictates guild raid gameplay in a way that no other single character does, and it's vital, if you're including him in your teams, that you build his passive as high as you can in order to maximize your guild raid scores. Number 2 on this list is Maugan Ra, a character that's currently only being offered through the legendary release event. Maugan Ra is a fragile character who does very high damage, especially when paired with the other Eldari characters. He excels across the guild raid modes, and also does reasonably well in Arena. Coming in position 3 is Commissar Yarrick, who's dropped a few points since last month's infographic. Commissar Yarrick loses points because he isn't as strong in Guild Raid Orc, which the game designers have very cleverly tweaked in a way to disincentivize us from bringing in summoned characters. However, he's still probably among the best characters in the game, and is an excellent choice to invest in if you're looking for ways to spend some resources. Position 4 is Marneus Calgar, who's the leader of the Ultramarines chapter. He has a very powerful damage aura that allows him to excel in any game mode and doesn't necessarily rely on any synergies. All you have to do is stick him next to another powerful damage dealer and see his damage aura go to work. His active excels in player versus player modes, and when timed appropriately, it can swing the entire battle in your favour. Number 5 on this list is Bellator, a surprise addition. Bellator earns his place here by having a unique 6 multi-hit basic attack, not only on himself, but also on the summoned allies that he calls down. When you combine that multi-hit mechanic with Eldryon's passive, you start to see incredible damage numbers on the bosses. Coming in at position 6 is Revas, the first Tau to make it onto the Dirty Dozen this month. Revas does exceptionally well against the mech guild raid bosses due to her passive giving her bonus damage against mechanical targets. Her multi-hit attack allows her to synergize very well with Eldryon. However, she does a little bit better against the guild raid Orc boss than the guild raid Necron boss due to the inherent high armor values that are currently being assigned to the Necron bosses. Coming in at position 7 is Castellan Creed. He's probably the best character in the game to pair with Commissar Yarrick and enjoys a lot of his strength from his summoned guardsmen. To that end, he performs less well against the guild raid Orc boss and has an overall poor score in the legendary release event unlocks. Position 8 this month is Celestine, who's the leader of the Adeptus Sororitas. She has superb reach and has a very unique tanking ability that allows her to approach Overwatch targets and soak up damage, making her particularly effective in PvP modes. Rank 9 on this list is Sho'Syl, another Tau character. Sho'Syl doesn't necessarily excel in any particular game mode, but is incredibly good at providing reliable, heavy piercing damage at long range. Sho'Syl is also excellent in legendary release unlocks. Position 10 this month is Aethana, another new addition, due to her damage stacking passive that works very similarly to Eldryon. It's not as powerful, but when you pair Aethana with the other Eldari, you start to see synergistic stacking of damage in a way that you don't really see with other factions at the moment. And finally, ranks 11 and 12 are Morvenn, Vahl and Calandis, who don't particularly excel in any single mode, but are generally good characters who score well across the board. So there you are, that's your Dirty Dozen, that's your summary. I hope you enjoyed that dissection and I hope these infographics are useful for you. They are certainly among my more popular videos and seem to get viewers coming back time and time again. If you have any comments or feedback or discussion, I'm always happy to receive them in the comments below, or you can message me on Discord and let me know what you thought. I'll include a link to this infographic and all of my other infographics as well that are currently being hosted on the Tacticus wiki in the video description below. We're now on to the giveaway section of the video. Thank you for sticking around if you've been here since the start, or welcome if you've just decided to skip ahead. I'll be giving away 3 Eldryon prizes, and they'll be character shards. So first place will get 150 character shards, while second and third place will get 50 character shards each. In order to join the giveaway, all you have to do is leave a comment in the comments section below. What will happen is 72 hours after this video launches, I will close submissions and draw the winners. The winners will then be announced on my next video, which will be due to release on March the 18th. That is actually going to be a double video where 1, I talk about Onshi, the character, his traits and skills, and 2, I talk about Onshi's legendary release event and the traits required to unlock the legendary character. Thank you again to Snowprint and Ratatosk for allowing me the opportunity to do this giveaway, and with their support, I'm hoping that this will become a regular monthly feature / giveaway along with my Dirty Dozen videos. I'd like to end this video with 2 final shoutouts, and the first is to my dear friend Igap. He does a lot of data analysis for me and gets me images that you have come to know and associate with my infographics and videos. Without his help and support, I wouldn't be able to do what I do, so first and foremost, thank you, Igap. If you are a newer player watching my videos for the first time, please consider using Igap's Refer a Friend code because it supports him, which in turn supports me and allows me to continue creating the content that you have all come here to watch. But if you're unable to do that, don't worry. I just appreciate having each and every one of you here for this amazing journey that we're all on. I've only been doing this for about 2 months or so, and the growth that this channel has seen and your constant positive comments and feedback mean the world to me, so thank you all so much. Finally, if you are looking for a new guild, Tacticus as a game is going through a transition period where all of the guilds are increasing in size, and the Pants of Horus cluster is always looking for new recruits. Whether you're hardcore or casual, we can find a home for you, and most importantly, we represent a fun and friendly group of people who are constantly happy to help each other out in a safe and happy environment. So I'll leave a link to our Discord below, and if you decide to stop by as a recruit, feel free to tag me and I'll come along and say hi. And that's all I've got for today, so I'll bid you adieu and wish you all the best for the future. Take care, bye.
Doo-doo-dee. It's Nandi.